This may look like a couple of holes in the ground to you, but to me it's progress. In between the time I was out here last and the time I got back now, we had an excavator come out and dig a big hole, and this is where we're going to put the blind. It looks pretty rough now, but the strategy is you over dig it, because it's always easy to dig out too much and then add dirt back in to make it all level on the bottom so the blind sits level. It's a lot easier to do that than to have to get that big machine back out and do this again. To the north of the hole where the blind is, we've got a smaller hole, and this is where the water hole is going to be. So we've got this thing planned out pretty nice. We've got the blind, which when you're in the blind, your back will be facing south, so that way all day long you'll have pretty good light on this. The water hole's here, and then we've got all the brush north of that, so we've got a natural fence line that's going to funnel animals down into here. And so when all this is in place, you'll have wildlife literally I don't know, 20 yards out in front of you, just really close. And so it's got good backgrounds, everything's been planned out. We've got the transit out, we've got the machinery out. We're going to be working on this thing pretty much all day, trying to get the water hole in and get a little bit of water in it right now, and then hopefully start perfecting the hole where the blind's going to go and get it leveled up. Now the blind is not ready yet. We've got it in town. It's being worked on by some high school students at the local ag shop, and so hopefully within the next day or two they'll be ready for that, and we'll bring it out and then slide it into place and start backfilling everything and just get this hole set up ready to go. Well, day one is nearly in the books. We got a lot done today. We got the hole perfected for the water hole. We got the liner in, got the edges of the liner tucked down, and got the edges of the liner also covered up with dirt. So it's looking really good now. Now Kyle's over there in the skid steer. He's perfecting the hole where the ground blind's gonna go. And so hopefully, don't know when it'll be because that ground blind's in town being worked on by ag kids at the high school ag shop, but hopefully within the next week or so, if we get that ground blind, we'll get this ground blind put in, get the dirt moved in around it, and essentially this thing's ready to use. Right now, wildlife, if it found it, we slope this edge on the north end of the water hole. We slope the edge down so when the animals come to drink, it's just a slow sort of incline down into the water, so that way they don't fall off into the water and get stuck. And we also made the sides a little bit higher to kind of encourage everything to come around to this low side. So it's looking pretty good, and can't wait to see what it's going to look like when we get more and more load of water in it.